But you have people, I don't know, I guess, yeah, negative energy or
Yeah.
just a negative mindset. Like, and I could tell him, Uncle, there's other ways of doing things. It's not just that way. Oh, no, no, no. You think that people gonna let you?
But I feel like that's the inferiority complex
That's a
still.
slave mindset.
It's still
Yeah.
inferior. Like,
Because
And then he goes into saying, have you ever picked cotton? I picked cotton. No, I haven't. Probably never will. Off of just seeing how you're reacting from it.
the thing is, what I like when it comes to like what we gotta understand about the generations before us is like they didn't have a lot of the same opportunities that we got. So it's kind of like they got that inferiority complex, and you can't and can blame them at the same time. You can't blame them because of the times that they came up in the world that we live in now is such an anomaly to them that sometimes they can't even believe it exists, or they can't believe that some of these rules are actually in play. Like, nah, that ain't how it goes, and it's like, nah, that is how it goes now. Like, say for instance, like when it comes to me, like me, I love my parents to death, but I even bump heads with my parents on my music sometimes due to the simple fact that I go so hard to it, and I'm dedicated so hard because I got the same mindset that you got. It's like, this is my thing. I know I'm really good at it, and I know I can make something happen. And even if I'm recording in hotel rooms in the south suburbs for the rest of my career, I know for a fact that whatever I'm making and whatever I'm about to put out is some of the best shit in the industry, even if motherfuckers ain't recognizing right now. Due to the simple fact that it's like, nigga, I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of.
And then I also believe whatever the universe has for me is mine. Can't nobody else take that away from me. They could try, and maybe some hurdles in a way. You get what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's mine. It got my name on it. You can't fucking touch it.
I'm trying to switch it up nowadays, man. Do dibble and dabble in different shit. Do something like this and do something like that. Try to show motherfuckers that I can do essentially anything I really feel like. I just love doing the stuff that I primarily do. But it's like at any moment, I can throw out one of these songs at anybody else. That ain't nothing. That's actually easy.
The thing about it is, you want it to be, you don't want to just throw stuff out. You feel me? Like, you always want to be putting out whatever's real to you at the time. You know what I'm saying? So if you out kicking and turning up, you know what I'm saying? That's when you're making the best version of those songs. You know what I'm saying? And then when on whatever you want at the time, whatever you're making, you should be making what you want at the time. It's always more real and passionate that way. And then, you know what I'm saying, compiling what you're going to put out, you know what I'm saying, then you can start drawing from the best of all the different times. You feel me? Like, and then that's when you instead of just throwing out the one for the clubs or whatever. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you finna go out to the clubs with the best one that you done made. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't know. Like, it's a different time. So. What you made yesterday?
This on the first joint. This is the first joint on the project. Listening to mostly so so-called rappers. Get outside yourself, real world issues, you don't matter. Mind is mega, fuck the other man, his scattered. Thought he knew my technique, I switched up my pattern. Talking left, right, uppercut, side swat, take down. Like right, left, overhand, shake, kick, leg break down. You niggas say how do you put a plane into it? Talk about masters playing, I jumped off like shit. I swam back to the motherland by motherfucking self. Bro, God welcome me home. Now it's time to get to the wealth. Build the empire back. Then we launch a new attack. All our niggas that you took, best believe we getting back. And you getting slapped if I ain't like it, how you act? Ain't no talking back. Keep killing our kids and we buck it back. Put the world on my back, feeling like I'm Atlas. They only see a brute, not the calculated tactics. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Fuck skin tones, we all human in this bitch. But some of y'all still invest in ignorance. Turning for perspectives or checks off of the Michelin. Only the best petrol gas up my niche shit. Drop kicking bitch niggas back to their plantations. The figures not allowed to live in this nation. Gotta keep the fan close knit, cause I smell the fraudulent. And our gates stay closed to anyone we do not permit. But if you persist, we act accordingly. I say myself, so ain't no one extorting me. Teach how to do the same, just to get you out them chains. Yo, say realizing you, cause we is one and the same. I'm more open now, spit the past shit close off. I didn't taste these wins without swallowing some loss. And now I'm the boss, I'ma need that resume. I'm talking to my people for you might not resonate. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. If you ain't coming, leave you lost in bliss. Niggas switch acting like a bitch. Trade the clan in the apocalypse. Me, myself was all I got in this. Oh, my boy, Physical.
You said, what did you say before it started? You said that's the first record on the tape? Or you said this is the first single?
This is the intro.
This is the intro?
Yeah, this is the intro.
Okay.
This is the intro. Responsibility. I don't know why the other man loves our misery. There we go. Time waits for no man. Wish to be by myself. Give punctured to the front lines, and we rise again. Time waits for no man. Wish to be by myself. Give poultry to the front lines, and we rise again. I don't look at minutes. I don't want to fit in. I don't look at minutes. I don't want to fit in. I don't look at minutes. I don't want to fit in. I don't look at minutes. I don't want to fit in. Alright, let's get it. Monsters lurk in the bushes, snakes in the trees. Most wicked fucks grow from they fallen seeds. Silk money in my ears as I shank her beats. Don't run on this turf if you ain't got the cleats. It's been a couple of weeks and she aching for some relief. Baby, will that pussy heal my soul and set me free? Will it free my people from that brainwashing? Will it stop others from... I wasn't even flowing that properly. Let's get that one. Yeah. Monsters lurk in the bushes, snakes in the trees. More wicked fucks grow from they fallen seeds. Silk money in my ears as I shake her beats. Don't run on this turf if you ain't got the cleats. It's been a couple of weeks and she aching for some relief. Baby, will that pussy heal my soul and set me free? Will it free my people from that brainwashing? Will it stop others from sitting around and just watching? Will it show me God in a world that's so godless? If it can't do that, then I'm sorry I don't want it. But if it can, then indeed I found peace. Then we could consummate and leave behind a piece of both me and you rolled into one being. In hell on earth is not a world that they will see. A man can dream and keeps a nigga breathing to maneuver through the lies, lust, and the heathens. Man, they either smoking, in their car by themselves, or they either in the crib just chilling and vibing. One or the other. You either dolo in the whip, maybe one other person with you. You either dolo in the whip or maybe one other person with you, just smoking, chilling, just vibing. Or you in the crib, cleaning the crib, cooking, or just chilling in your crib and you just vibing. Like anywhere where you just enjoying yourself and vibing and just like kick back, having a good time, or just being in your natural element. That's where like my idea. That's why I would want you to really play my shit. Like where you just really at peace with yourself and you just cooling. Sure. You know, and shit like that, we pride ourselves on like intricately giving game or like dropping knowledge or giving jewels or speaking in a certain type of way. And we don't ever want to give too much out. Like you gotta really look for that shit. Like ain't nothing in the world ever given. So why would I even give the game just so easily? So it's like you gotta go looking for it. I'm not saying you gotta buy it, but you gotta search. Yeah, you gotta search like how I had to search. You gotta search.
I feel you. Okay. It's cool.
You know, it's like my idea of saying how I want motherfuckers to do my shit, man. It's cool. Yeah, man. But he just got me as an artist, bro. Like the nigga just understood what I was trying to do in terms of rapping and how I wanted to rap and how I wanted to convey it. And he never tried to make me do something that he know I wasn't trying to do, I wasn't ready for. Like he never tried to make me go do this or rap like this or rap that way. He will always let me do things in my own comfort zone, and then he'll like give me game in that comfort zone. He'll figure out what I like, figure out what the potential I had, and he'll send me that. Like he sent me on Fred the Godson, and he told me to study him because he was like, you know, you're getting to a point now in your rapping abilities where your bars, your lyrics, your transitions, your flows, they're all getting real crisp. They're starting to get real solid. He's like, so now what you need to do is learn how to do this shit seamlessly. Start transitioning seamlessly through all this shit. And he's like, one of the best niggas out right now that does that is Fred the Godson. Watch his freestyle, see how he controls the pace of a track with just his voice and cadence alone. No matter how fast the beat is, the beat goes off him, not him going off the beat. He's like, learn how to do that, you in there. And so once I started studying Fred the Godson, what I realized is he does make the beat walk to his tune, but it's not in the sense of like niggas is slowing the beat down or something like that. It's just you find those pockets. Like beats have hundreds of different pockets you can rap in if you're really versed and skilled at it. They have hundreds of different pockets that you could really get into. And when it comes to like what I realized was he was just finding irregular pockets that were still completely on beat, but nobody would have chose to land a bar there. Nobody would have chose to try to flow there or like bring the scheme there. Nobody would have ever chose to do that, but he did because he realized if he did it like that, he could take more time with developing the scheme or the rhyme. So it was like, once I seen niggas do that, I was like, okay, I get it. Like I get it. I get what he's doing, and I started to apply that shit to my own shit. Yeah, man, this music shit, bro. I love this shit, bro. Like it ain't nothing like this, bro. This shit is different, bro. It's different. It's real different. I feel like people ain't really hearing me right. Feels like the end of times where you ain't. Nah, one more time. One more time. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in that beginning portion too, because I like that. Yeah. I feel like people ain't hearing me right. Feels like the end. The times where you ain't seeing the signs. Deliver they doing bars with a uppy tempo. Testing my nature grace to see the race crescendo. Been keeping the berry. Can let them get. Been keeping the berry. Can let them get the best of me. Keeping the berry. Can let them get the best of me. Give myself to the struggle. Ain't too much left of me. Alright, here we go. I feel like people ain't hearing me right. Feels like the end. The times where you ain't seeing the sign. Deliver the bars with. Deliver these bars with. Alright, here we go. There we go. Yeah. I feel like people ain't hearing me right. Feels like the end. The times where you ain't seeing the sign. Deliver the doom bars with a uppy tempo. Testing my nature's grace to see the race crescendo. Been keeping it buried. Can't let them get the best of me. Gave myself to the struggle. Ain't too much left of me. We don't want restitution, just actual compensation. Man, that pill piss telling lies to the congregation. The blind leading the blind. Eventually we all lose. Ain't don't bring no answers. Most true come from the youth. The older you get, the better liar you become. I hear the siren. Seem the rapture has begun. Will I go up or will I be left behind? Nobody special as corrupted as the rest of mankind. I'm using these verses like Constantine. I got one goal to find. One more time. I get it now. I got it now. I got it now. Yeah. I feel like people ain't hearing me right. Feels like the end. The times where you ain't seeing the sign. Deliver the doom bars with a uppy tempo. Testing my nature's grace to see the race crescendo. Been keeping it buried. Can't let them get the best of me. Gave myself to the struggle. Ain't too much left of me. We don't want restitution, just actual compensation. Man in pulpits telling lies to their congregation. The blind leading the blind. Eventually we all lose. Age don't bring no answers. Most true come from the youth. The older you get, the better liar you become. I hear the siren. Seen the rapture has begun. Will I go up or will I be left behind? Nobody special as corrupted as the rest of mankind. I'm using these verses like Constantine. I got one goal to find my own salvation and save my soul. There we go. Yes, sir. Goku, he's like, no, my. What did he say to Piccolo? He said, no, my, something color brother. He's like, no, my. What did he say? No, my cucumber color brother. No, my cucumber color brother. He's like, Goku. He's like, they're black Saiyans? He's like, black Saiyans? They can't be full blood. Piccolo's like, Goku, there of course are black Saiyans. He's like, so when they say, am I boo-boo the fool? He's like, no, you brothers are both reading from the wrong book, and that book is racism. He's like, there's no way I'm racist. He's like, I need y'all to make this donation. He's like, oh, no, brother. Those donations are mine. And big on just selling. You'll never know success if you ain't immune to failing. Cause that sin is gonna come around more times than not. They said I'll never make it, gave it all I got. You niggas not running with the man. I'm going solo for the others when they getting out of line. I feel like Bolo raps Bruce Lee. The competition looks vexed. Strike from all angles. Most couldn't contest. Ooh, yeah. I'm on it now. Yeah, I'm on it now. That's that ass, Mr. Postman. Back up in my element, what can I say? Got a queen by my side with the prettiest face. Scratch the fucking mic. Back up in my element, what can I say? Got a queen by my side with the prettiest face and the biggest Draco that she can hold. Gangsta boo with a crown and box made of pig gold. The game is told, never been big on just selling. You'll never know success if you ain't immune to failing. Cause that sitting is gonna come around more times than not. Said under, God damn it. Alright. It ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy. Fucking tell you. Like I said, bro, this shit ain't easy. You gotta be your own fucking, you gotta be your own fucking engineer, tech person, all sorts of shit. Oh.
Man, get some liquor, nigga.
Oh. We gonna fuck around and need to grab another bottle.
And some damn food, nigga. I want some chicken or something.
Chicken loving nigga. Said the debut, I ain't doing no features. Closest ones turn they back, I don't need them either. Took the industry on, I'm a one-man army. While I pearl up the loud, it's more purple than Barney. There we go. Now we got it.
You know motherfucking oil companies don't pay federal tax?
I don't think so, no. They oil companies.
Fuck.
But you gotta remember, there was the reason of the industry. Like, that was a big industry. Huge. Our country wouldn't ran without that for a minute.
Shit wouldn't ran without slaves. That shit wouldn't ran.
That's true too.
Alright, this chorus gonna be hard too. Let me get my real nigga voice on.
Shit, I'm sorry, bro.
You said what?
Nah, I was just talking about I can't believe they don't pay taxes. What the fuck? Okay,
Somebody go get a box, man.
I thought you just listened to it. You not pouring?
Oh, for you? What you talking about?
Did you just get some?
Yeah, you already got some.
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
He's like, why you want him to pour you some?
I want to
not-
pour the rest of it. I'm like, I don't know if he got some yet.
Oh, yeah, I got mine.
Like this shit. You give me your keys
Yeah.
to drive.
I'll give him the first thing.
I drove.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need your keys. I'll take it though.
Take my gas.
Right. I'm gonna take your car and run it all over the damn world.
Yeah.
Come back. Oh shit, I forgot the liquor.
Oh,
You come back with the Xbox,
What the Xbox?
more food.
Bruh. Hair all wild, my damn drawers off.
Right.
I got some
If you do
Clothes
make
gonna be
that
changed.
move, though,
I
but if you
I would've got some
do,
head.
if you do make that move, though, you gotta make that move now, brother, man.
I ain't gonna do that. Why? Liquor stuff up?
Because it's 10 o'clock. Liquor store, all the liquor stores gonna be
What you
closed.
think about that shit, man?
You said,
I'm hungry. Fuck all that other shit.
go get some food, too.
I'm leaving.
Me, on the other hand, I'm not all that hungry. I'm trying to get this album done, so that's my fault.
You on Savage Mode right now?
Yeah, y'all should get some food.
What you hungry for? You know y'all that hungry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, alright. You keep drinking. You can go out somewhere in 2 hours. You gonna be like, damn, I wish I had got something to eat. Yeah. I'm low key. Not that I even eat them, but I could go for like 2 White Castle sliders or like some Cheese fries. Just something small.
Smoked cheddar on
Yeah.
that.
Just something simple and small. Let this soak up that liquor.
That's real.
What you want with a pistol?
But from where though? That's the problem.
It's y'all area. I don't go here no more.
Well, you grew up there. You what the fuck? You went to hoop at 09? No, you went to hoop at when? I mean, not 09. 03? Shit.
Massive Liquors closed at 12, so I guess.
I'm about to do some shit.
Massive niggas, turn up.
Turn up.
Turn up.
Massive Liquors.
Massive niggas.
Turn up. Turn up.
Turn up, dude.
Massive Liquor said, "Don't worry."
That's why I
We
made
got
50
you.
Cent at.
Yeah, you did meet 50 Cent. I
Get the
forgot
fuck
about
out
that.
of here.
He left
What was
50
he doing up
Cent.
there?
He had a little thing. He was promoting the effing vodka.
When was this?
Ooh,
This was like
2016.
2016, 17.
That's still.
Nah, I was 17 because I was the Q's when you did that shit.
Yeah.
So it was definitely 17.
Our homie said, hey, he said, why is 50 Cent up at Massive?
Man.
I'm like, you lying. He like, I'm dead ass. Boy, I told my dad, I'm like, hey, my friend say 50 Cent up at Massive. He was like, for real?
Let's go see.
I'm like, yeah. He
Yo,
was
damn
like, how
funny.
you know? I was like, I mean, shit, it's Massive right up the street. Hey, what's the worst that could happen? We get up, we go out there, 50 Cent with that bitch. He said, you gotta buy a bottle, take a picture, get an autograph. My dad was like,
Let's get it. 50.
what you gonna do on Power? What's gonna happen on Power? He said, keep watching.
Spoil, nigga.
Now that's a solid motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like you grab him, you do this and he bring you in. I'm like, oh. You
That's that
survived
New
9
York
shots.
shit.
You survived 9
That's
shots.
that New York shit, hell yeah.
He survived.
He said, I'm built
I'm
different.
Tell
nigga.
you
built
what.
different.
He said, that's why them shits ain't kill me, nigga. I'm built like stone.
That should have been funny as hell when he snatched you close like that. He's like, damn, that's why he survived them 9
Matrix. Okay, brother.
Nah, metaphor, half his country be doing niggas love you when it's fun. Shit hit the fan and switch on you. When I started, I was obsessed with the commas, getting groupie pussy, touring every winter and summer. Then I realized the real world shit that surrounds me. In the hand on my head, steady trying to drown me so I could get lost in the sea of nigga needs. I gotta shine, I gotta have it all. We all got inner fiends, thank God I found myself in the nick of time. Spent years chasing yours, now I'ma get me mine.
Okay. Not bad, young man. Not bad.
Appreciate it, old man. Appreciate it. Up in your feelings, been paying for years. Now it's time for your bill, and I ain't beefing with no rapper. My enemy much greater. Not the type to sign their life away on some paper. They the ones that be issuing the contracts. Compared to y'all, I stand in perfect contrast. They whooping us with a sitting on top of broadcast. On my mono switching frequencies like it's Comcast. What's the numbers? What's the scale? Said what's the weight? It's in the bells. Said what's the products in the mail? And if we intercepted at the border, we won't tell. Yeah.
There you go. Much better. Much better.
Yeah.
Enunciation is key.
Yeah. 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 When he says I did a good job, I know I did a good job. For all y'all that don't know, all that you see right here that's happening right now in front of your very eyes wouldn't be happening. It wouldn't even be an idea in my head that I even formulated if it wasn't for the brother sitting in that blue leather jacket on the long bed. That was the only dude I knew growing up that rapped and was actually good at it. So, the fact that he was my oldest brother made it even simpler for me to be like, well, if he can do it, then I possibly can do it too. And fast forward a decade and some change, here we are. The Comfort and the Master. Recording now.
I mean, you stuck with it. I got old, decided to pursue other endeavors.
See that Denzel right there. He said,
I do remember sitting down writing a lot of rhymes growing up. A lot. don't know where none of them books are. None of them. I probably got 10s, 20, maybe even 30 composition books filled with old rhymes that I maybe used, maybe not have used. Don't know where they at. Really don't know.
I remember them days. I remember sitting around watching you write them things and stuff, and writing the songs. I remember helping you record that one project you was trying to make back when you was in college.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that, but yeah, like me and Deshaun was talking about this at Drew's wedding like a year ago, because he remembered back when we first got to Mizzou together that I did the rap battle scene, and that was the first time he saw me rap. And he was like, "Yo, how are you winning and you're not writing anything?" I was like, "Well, I just take a look at my opponent. I see what he looks like. If he looks weird, or if he has like bad posture, or his clothes are kind of trash. I just pick things about him, and then I do maybe like a deep dive on social media just to see what he's into. Like, oh, he's in a white fraternity. I can make fun of that. Or like this dude.
Van Wilder, dude.
I'm like, this dude out here eating pizza with a fork. Oh, I'm about to have fun. I'm about to have fun with
like,
this.
you just made this too easy. You just made this too easy. Yeah, man. We used to be at the crib. Cause I used to put them shits on YouTube, so we used to be at the crib just waiting for them to upload them so we could like watch them like do it. That shit used to be cold as hell. Like I used to go back to hoop, cause I was at hoop at the time when that shit was going on. So I used to go back to school, and I used to be like my brother a battle rapper, and I used to show them the videos. They used to be like, "God damn, that's your old nigga." I was like, "Yeah, nigga, yeah, I got clout, nigga."
I stumbled onto rap by accident. I stumbled on the rap because of my dad. Our dad used to be a police officer, state trooper. So he would, have undercover cars. He had to kind of look and talk the lingo to people who was in the streets, because as a UC working narcotics, you got to be able to adjust your vibe to match the vibe out there, so you don't get labeled a mark. So he used to listen to a lot of Tupac driving us to school. So the first rap I ever heard was Tupac. And I don't know, it was something about the way he would tell the story. It was just with so much passion. It was just like you felt every word and breath that he uttered. Of course, Mom probably didn't know that, didn't want us to listen to Tupac, because obviously Tupac is saying some other colorful language that kids shouldn't be hearing.
Wow, shit.
The second rapper I heard was Will Smith.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people think Will Smith was trash, but I thought Will Smith was very underrated, because if you listen to him, just like how he breaks down his rhymes, like his rhyme scheme is not complex by any means. So he rarely use compound syllables in his raps, but he's able to kind of keep a steady flow, a steady cadence, and just take that bridge by bridge with each bar. And sometimes it's clever storytelling where it's like Summertime, or it could be something fun like The Men in Black, or Get Jiggy With It. So, and he did it so clean with no curse words like that. I think that's probably why people thought it was so corny.
Yep. Niggas was just hating it to the simple fact that it was kind of like what Eminem said was like some of the realest shit a nigga could say about Will Smith. He had to curse in his rhymes, and I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
Yeah, and I think Will Smith kind of took that to heart. Like, he was like, Eminem was poking fun of him, like, kind of, but not like it was just kind of half-hearted, because Eminem just had like a list of people he was getting at, like, to make jokes about. Same with 50. Only 50 just took that with a more brasher mentality. But yeah, those two opposites of the pole is where I kind of like, okay, so this, that. Then Kanye comes in. And Kanye was the perfect medium, and that's when I really saw myself. I was like, oh, if I can be good, I could kind of sit in this lane. Mm-hmm. This is before people started labeling people backpack rappers and conscious rap. Kanye kind of like filled that void where you can like get away with not being too preachy, but at the same time having a message. So I started leaning towards that way. Was everybody looking to write party raps? I was just looking at stuff that I see, like writing something simple as kids beating on the desk doing the grinding beat back when Clips and Pharrell had 02 to 03 on lock. Or back when 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying. Just seeing the shifts. I always approach rap from an investigative journalist perspective. Because I knew I wasn't hard, I wasn't gangster. I was probably the nicest or one of the nicest kids in my class.
Yeah, hold on.
So I'm
You
like,
said I could contest.
so I'm like, all that, I can't switch up, but I'm smart. I understand the concepts of how to write and compose creative thought. So I was like, let's just stay in my lane and do it from that perspective. And then even if I necessarily didn't live it, I'm not saying it that I lived it. I'm saying for what I see. Like you could look out a window and see a lot of shit without necessarily having to live it. But if you can articulate that in a manner in which people who are going through that struggle can relate to it, then you got something.
Okay, I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
That's the same approach now I take into acting. Like, I may not have necessarily sold drugs or carried a weapon, but it's one of some of my characters do, so I have to assimilate to that. One of these guys plays football. Never had the opportunity to play football, but I watched enough. I put myself through training to learn the techniques, the details, and then go out there and do it on film. I think that's probably the biggest reason conscious rap is starting to make a comeback now, and it's being somewhat accepted because of all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. Like, people just want to hear genuine stories. Like, we understand that we want to party. It's fun. like especially since we've been on lockdown for the past year and a half, almost 2 years. But there's still a lane for somebody who can tell compelling stories that go touch a multitude of people. I was just watching something on Hip Hop Madness where Tupac was probably the last person who could bring the culture of hip hop in all three phases, from the TV screen, movie screen, to the music. Like, he had the appeal, he had the edge. He could be the same dude that be cursing somebody out, getting ready to go buck wild, but at the same time could pull it back and be able to talk about the struggles and the woes that we face as minorities in this country. Like, it's like the sword and the shield. A lot of people feel like you gotta have one or the other, but if you do that, you fighting a battle, leaving yourself more vulnerable. Like, you kind of need both. You need protection, but at the same time, you need a weapon to administer the pain. And rap sometimes can be that sword and that shield if you learn how to do it. Kendrick Lamar's probably the best at it right now in terms of being able to be conscious enough to tell you his stories in a more nuanced way, because even when it comes down to talking about his own personal life, how he saw Nostalgia is one of the best verses he's ever spit, because he does so many different things in terms of compound syllables, complex rhyme schemes, and other stuff. But then there's also like this hidden stuff that you have to really dig deep and listen to multiple times to catch. Like, I watched it on Twitter where he used 3 9s and 6 10s, kind of breaking down like his life story around the whole thing of cocaine, the crack epidemic that he came up in. But really, he was doing that because for 2 reasons. One, the numbers added up to 1987, and then since he did that, you add the 9 and the 10, it's 19. 1987 is his birth year. Mm-hmm. Then on top of that, he did 3 9s, 6 10s, put those two numbers together, 36. The number of bars he spit. And then he told us, and then if you say he's going to get his father 36 zips, for street terms, 36 zips equals a brick of cocaine. So he's basically telling his dad, like, I'm going to connect you because every verse I drop is worth like a brick of cocaine. Like, I'm dope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's pretty clever. And then J. Cole, of course, J. Cole my favorite right now because he on a whole nother level.
He's on demon time.
Like,
Pure demon time.
I tell people, like, like I told Doug, I was like, hey, just go listen to Johnny P's Caddy. Just, like, give it a serious listen to. Like, because he's doing some things within there. Like, the wordplay, the rhyme within the rhyme. Stuff that I was, like, learning about kind of on the fly as I write. I was like, oh, I just got a rhyme at the end. I can put something in here that makes it more contrasting. And then pull that out and make you really want to listen.
Can you say that again? I missed that.
What, greatest shit ever?
Yeah.
Greatest fucking shit ever.
Yeah.
Greatest fucking shit ever, bro. Greatest fucking shit ever. Greatest fucking shit ever, bro. Greatest fucking shit ever. Hey, blank man. Who do you think I am? Hey, black man. Who do you think owns the land? I make a stance, the great I am. Lineage of kings, I know I'm grand. Fuck the blank man from the black man. Pimpin' my culture, you can catch the backhand. I spit that goddamn, so give me props, man. I check brains, nah, homie. No cat scan. I'm a marked man. No tats, though. This all free. No tax, ho. Havoc to society like I rob Vendetta's mask. We got that super potent drug, some shit they cannot match. I'm talking God, brother, so cool, pushing 9 bands. A mob of nappy-headed, red-eye, broke the power scale mad niggas. Call us the Uchiha Clan.
Clean, clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean, clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan. Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean,
Clan.
clean, clean.
Clan.